Hey guys, and welcome back to Tech Genie. This is the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It'd be great if we could reach 20 likes in this video, and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave any comments down below of what videos you want to see on this channel, and also turn on those notifications to be notified when we release new videos. But first of all, I would like to say before we get into the video, don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter, that's at TechGenieT3G, and also like us on Facebook, which is also TechGenieT3G. That would be awesome. It would be great to see you guys over there. Okay, the first thing I did want to mention about the 7 Plus was the camera. Now this camera has a telephoto lens, and it also has a wide angle lens. The telephoto lens allows the camera to zoom better, so you can get 2 times zoom without it actually cropping the image, with what it used to do in the past. You don't lose any quality there. And the wide angle lens also works with the telephoto lens in portrait mode. Now the idea of portrait mode means you take a photo of a human or a subject and it will blur the background, making it look like it was taken on a DSLR. Now when I tested it out for myself, the first thing I tried it on was another iPhone that was in the store, and I personally wasn't particularly impressed with how it performed on the iPhone. There was still an area around the edge of the iPhone that wasn't actually blurred and looked a little bit weird. But as soon as I faced it towards Matthew, my brother, who also runs the channel with me, honestly, no joke, the photo was absolutely brilliant. It found the edges of him perfectly and it blurred the background perfectly as well. Now the good thing is it saves an original photo that's not blurred, and it also saves the photo that is blurred, so you can make a good comparison. Now where I really did want to test it was actually with the hair, because obviously you've got strands that are sticking out and everything, and I wanted to see how well it performed with that. Now I was incredibly impressed. If you just looked at it straight on, you wouldn't really be able to know if it was taken on an iPhone or a DSLR, but as soon as you zoom in, you do begin to see a few discrepancies around the sort of shoulders and around the hair. But to be fair, it was actually quite good, and I was incredibly impressed as to how well it found the edges, and it didn't look weird or fake at all. It just looked pretty damn awesome. Now, depth effect only works at a certain distance, and it will only work with mainly humans. And now I've tried it on other objects and it didn't work as well, and things like plants and flowers it does get a bit confused with, but definitely it does work well with humans, which is expected because that's what it was designed to do. Now the second thing I did want to mention was the home button and the design of both of the iPhones. Now if you are a long-term user of any smartphone, you will know that the home button is usually just a tactile button that you press in and it has a click to it. Now on the new iPhone, they have got rid of that completely, and they've introduced the haptic or taptic engine, which basically is a vibration when you press the button to make it feel like it's a button, but it's not actually there, it's not mechanical. Now, on their new MacBook Pro and their MacBook, they have the same thing in the trackpad, and when I tried that out, it was actually perfectly fine. I didn't realise it had it in it, I thought it was still clicking. But as soon as I tried it in the iPhone, I was a lot less impressed, and let me explain to you what I mean. Okay, so what I wasn't impressed about was it felt like you were actually pressing the entire chin of the device instead of just pressing the home button. And basically when you press it, the entire bottom of the phone vibrates, which feels really weird, especially when it should be isolated just to that one circular button. Now you can change the intensity of the vibration, and I don't really know if that would have helped an awful lot. Personally, I'm not 100% sure it would have done. It just seemed like the vibration bar thing that was underneath it wasn't actually a circle, it was just like a long bar, and the entire bottom of the phone was vibrating. Okay, so the rest of the phone is basically the same as the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6. The only difference that's really changed are the addition of 2 new colours. The camera has slightly changed, and also you've got the removal of the antenna bars, sort of. So having a look at the jet black iPhone, I actually forgot that there would be antenna bars on it. I spent a good minute and a half trying to find the antenna bars. I mean, I knew where they were, but like trying to actually identify like the change between the antenna bar and the actual device was pretty difficult. The only problem with jet black is it is a fingerprint magnet to the power of 10. It is incredibly fingerprinty magnetic-y, if that makes sense. The only problem with the matte black is you can see the antenna bars, but it is a definite improvement from the older iPhones. Now as for all the other buttons, the device is basically the same in every other respect. The camera hump is slightly different. It's now kind of the metal's curved onto the camera as opposed to the camera just being randomly exposed. It does look better, but still you've got the ugly camera hump, but there's not a lot you can do about it. Now we did have a little bit of a chance to test out the dual speakers at the front, but unfortunately you're in quite a loud environment, it's quite hard to tell. But what I can say, it's definitely better than it would have been on the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6, but it's nowhere near as good as having just 2 standard front-facing speakers. Now obviously there is the removal of the headphone jack. I can imagine this is going to become pretty annoying for lots of people. I'm not going to dwell on it for too long, but basically that's there, remember it's there, or remember it's not there. And it is a bit bizarre looking at the bottom of the phone and there not being a headphone jack. Now, in terms of the speed and performance of the phone, I didn't have much time to test it or compare it to the older iPhones. And if you want to see a video of a comparison between the 6S and the 7, don't forget to let us know down in the comments, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. But I did know it was still incredibly fast and snappy, and it was actually, I think, a little bit faster than the iPhone 6S when I did do a quick comparison, but it's nothing majorly different, and I didn't test it in massive amounts of depth, but you're not going to be disappointed there. And also the battery life on the 7 Plus is, I've heard, incredible. It is a lot better than the 6 Plus or 6S Plus. So that is it, guys. That sums up today's video. I hope this was informative. I hope this helped you guys out. Let you know the pros and the cons of the new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. I would also suggest, if you don't mind having a bigger screen, definitely go for the 7 Plus, just because of that nice double camera, and the portrait mode is stunning for use on Instagram and things like that. But it's up to you guys what you want, the sort of size of screen you want. But hopefully this helped you out, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you hopefully on Saturday or Sunday with another video. In the meantime, live long and prosper.